guys, this is a guide for Ugandans how to add funds from Uganda. So we are happy to announce that we are now in Uganda, no more paying more for less. So if you are Ugandan, this is your chance to boost your account at affordable rate. So how do you add funds from Uganda? Once you reach here, the first thing you're supposed to add funds to your wallet so that you can make orders here. So if you're from Uganda, the first thing you are supposed to change the site currency to Uganda. You will click here where you see they have written USD. You click there where they have written USD. So once you click there, you look for UGX. So UGX is Ugandan shilling. So once you see the UGX sign, you tap there. The site will load. When the site loads, now all the currency will be converted to Ugandan shilling. So that's the first step. Once you are here, ensure your site here is reading Ugandan shilling. So ensure the site currency is Ugandan shilling. If you're Uganda, that's the first step. That's the first step before you do anything. Just come here, you tap there, you choose Ugandan currency. This page will load, and now here you'll ensure your site is reading Ugandan shilling. That's the first step for you to get started. So once you are done with that, you now go to add funds. So you just click here at the bottom where you see they have written add funds. You click add funds, the page will load. Once you're here, always ensure your site here is in UGX. If it's not, click there and then select and convert. Ensure here is reading Ugandan shilling. If it's not, click here and look for Ugandan shilling and convert. Ensure your site currency is reading Ugandan shilling. That's the first step for you to get started. Before doing anything, ensure you have changed your site currency to Ugandan shilling. So once you're done with that, the next thing you're going to guide is how to get funds, to add funds to your wallet. So you will come here, you click here, you look for where they have written Ugandan MTN, which is the almost first here. Once you see that, you tap, the page will load. You see now they have said enter amount. So because my site here is reading Ugandan shilling, if you see here is Ugandan shilling, here I will just tap in, I will enter my currency in Ugandan shilling. But if here it's in USD or here it's in USD, ensure you enter the amount in USD, not in Ugandan shilling. Otherwise you're gonna get a very huge figure. So even they have written here, please enter amount in USD or change site currency. So because that you have already changed the site currency, if it's already reading here Ugandan shilling, so I'll just enter my amount in Ugandan shilling. So let's say I want to add 1000 Ugandan shilling. So I'll just tap in 1000 Ugandan shilling. Why am I tapping 1000 Ugandan shilling? Because I've already changed my site currency. So if you have not, ensure you have changed. Otherwise you'll get a very huge figure. So once I'm done with that, I just click add funds securely button. The page will load. It will take me to PayPal where I'm supposed to do the transaction from there. So once I'm here, I will choose the payment method that I want. So you'll see here there is MTN and there is Airtel. So because if you're Airtel user, you tap Airtel. But for me, I'm MTN, so I'll just tap MTN. So once I tap MTN, I'll come here and I key in my MTN number. I'll key in my MTN number. Once I've already keyed in my MTN number starting with 0, I just start with 07 blah blah blah. Then from there I tap proceed. You just tap proceed. The page will load for the next step. So once the page loads successfully, you'll see they're telling you pay Shaker marketing solution this and this. So if you don't receive the STK push, you will get a message from MTN. This is the message from MTN. They're telling us that they're saying dial star 165. So I'm supposed to go on my phone and dial star 165 to confirm the transaction. That is the new rules of MTN. So I will dial star 165 as the MTN has said. So once I dial star 165, I'll submit. Then you'll see they're saying you are paying PayPal Uganda cash this. So what I need to do is just to enter my MTN Momo pin or my Momo pin. To just enter your Momo pin. Once you enter your Momo pin, you will see you have successfully approved the transaction, blah blah blah, to PaySapple. So I'll come back to the site, the page. You will see that you have, thank you have already paid blah blah to Shaker Social Boost. So that is how you add funds. It's very simple, secure and fast. The page will load and you will be back to the site. So once you're back to the site, you can see here that you have already, the funds have already reflected. So you'll see the funds here is or have already reflected. You can see here my balance has already been added. So that is how you add funds from Ghana. So after adding funds, the next thing is to place an order. You go back to the new order page. So once the page loads and I'm back to the new order page, it's just simple. Placing an order is just simple. You just choose the category that you want. If you want views, just look for Instagram views. If you want TikTok likes, to look for TikTok likes. So I can just even filter. I can just come here and I tap TikTok. So it will only show me TikTok. I'll come here and choose TikTok views. I'll come here and on service I select which one. So you'll see we have even cheapest, very cheap views. So you'll just select the views that you want. After selecting, I'll enter here and my TikTok link. So I'll enter here my TikTok video link because I want to buy views. So if you want views, use TikTok, the post link. If you want followers, use profile link. So if you don't know how to get those links, you just come here, you tap where they have said need help, tap here, you tap there. Once you tap there, you can be able to scroll inside and you get the guide that you want. So you'll be able to get the guide on how you can get the link that you want to use to boost. So that is how you get started. That is how you boost your account. Very fast, very simple, very secure, 100% working for Ghana. So if you want Instagram, you will tap there, choose the Instagram service that you want. There you scroll between the categories, there are many Instagram. So if you want YouTube, you will come there, you look for the YouTube service that you want, you select it, you choose the service that you want, you enter the link that you want to promote, you enter the quantity. The quantity you will enter depending on how many likes, how many subs do you want. Do you want 100? Do you want 10 million? Do you want what? So it all depends in your pocket. So after adding there the quantity, you will now click submit. So once you click submit, your order will be submitted. So you just come there, you choose what you want, enter the link that you want to promote, enter the quantity that you want. From there, you click submit. Once you click submit, your order will be delivered. Now you'll see that your order has been received. That's the order ID. So that is how you submit your order. That's how you place your order. So fast, so simple. How to, if you want to track your orders, you just go back to the my orders page. Or you can just go to the main. You just tap here the main. Once you tap the main, you go to my orders. Once you're in my orders, you'll be able to track your order. So you'll be able to see your order status, processing, what. From here, you can be able to also conduct support. You can just tap conduct support. Once you tap there, you can be able to raise your issue, maybe speed up an order, cancel or fill an order, any other issue that you want. You'll be able to directly be in contact or in touch with the team about your order. So that is all how you get started. That's how you add funds. That's how you place an order. So you have said if you don't know which link to use, you just come here, or how to get the link that you want, you tap that one. They need help. Once you tap there, you'll see all the guides have been added there. All the guides that you want, how to get which link, how to add funds, how to whatever. All the guides have already been added there. So that is all how you add funds from Uganda.